Welcome back to Bee Loft by Lip Tech. Today's July 9th, Wednesday. I took the day off. We're out here at the farm apiary. We got to pull the honey today. We're in between rain, which is good. It is 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 26 degrees Celsius. Looks like we got a swarm in the swarm trap. So we're going to get to the swarm trap, hopefully before it all pours down rain on us again. And we'll go from there. Stay tuned. Okay, so I don't have paper towels. I have paper towels, but not my usual paper towels today. So I'm just gonna stretch these out, spray them real quick, and we're gonna get into these two hives. Rain sounds like it's on its way, so we're just gonna pop this real quick. One mistake we made on the last hives was we had. Oh wow, this is full. You can see that. Make sure there's no beetles, but you can see all the bees up top here. So let me give them a little smoke real quick. I smoked the ones down below. I'm going to smoke them up top here. And then we're going to put this on top. You can hear the bees do not like that smell. And it's just like a black cherry smell. It's actually pretty pleasant for humans. I wouldn't want to spray it in my mouth, but we're going to get those bees forced down, and I'm going to do the same thing on the second hive here.
This description is it smells like amaretto.
And let's get in here real quick. Now I don't have a queen excluder on this one. It's above this one. This one does have a queen excluder on it, and then I'm probably going to pull some of the deep frames out and get into that. This I'm going to have to crack open here. Oh, there's a hive beetle right next to the beetle trap. Oh, yep, there's some beetles. Get those on the edge there. Okay. And then we got to make two more paper towels here. Stretch them. And this just forces the bees down into the hive. It doesn't hurt them at all. They just don't like the smell, which pretty good. So I'm gonna just lay these out here. Spray it real quick. And helps to do this on warmer days when the sun's shining. A lot of people use fume boards, but I just find that these paper towels work real well. You can hear the bees, how upset they get. So we're just gonna drive them down, and we'll work on all these hives. You can hear the rain coming in now, so hopefully we don't have to stop, but we're going to pause you and come back to you shortly. Okay, so we're on the fifth hive here. All right, so we're on the fifth hive here, and I just keep moving these towels over from one hive to the next. I've got a bee in my glove. And then it's caught on the propolis. And I try to work back and forth, get one hive, get a box off, because I have to, since I don't have queen excluders on, I have to make sure there's no brood in this. There is a couple frames that are undrawn here, so I'm only going to take the drawn frames, move it off, and we'll save those frames for other hives. And then occasionally I have to do a couple squirts to refresh the towel, and that'll force those bees down. This entrance is on this side, so I need the smoker, Anita. You can keep it recording. Just the smoker, please. You can leave it running. Smoker, where's it at?
Oh, I can't just let the camera down.
Okay. Just gotta give these bees a little smoke on this side because I'm standing by their entrance. And so, but I wanted to show you this frame here. Let me get this out. Where's my, there. these frames are not drawn. These, you know, they got good wax on them. They're starting to draw them. I'm just going to put those aside. But when you have frames that are not drawn fully, the bees will draw honey out into the other frames. And again, I'm going to show you another fat frame. I think next year I'm going to try more 9. You can see how this is fatter, sticking out some. So I'm going to stick that on here. But we're going to pull some frames from here, take this box off. You can see how they extended these out and then cap this side off. So these bees are doing pretty good with this. So I'll just have Anita pause you again and we'll come back to you shortly. Okay, so I got in the 6th hive here. There's no honey to take. This was a hive that we have been nursing. And we got lots of brood right up here. You can see it there in the gap. I got a couple beetle traps on here. I didn't see any beetles, which is good. But they have plenty of room. So we're going to see if we can leave them like this for winter time. And I'm just going to put this back on top. This is a double screen board. If I need to put a hive on top of it, I can. And it's got a small entrance here going out the back. So I'm leaving that on here. And then I'm leaving my Reflectix in here. And my queen excluder for next year will be right here. And that way I don't have to track them down all the time. So I'm going to seal this one back up. And then I'm going to move on to the next hive. So we'll get back to you shortly. Okay, so got one more hive to go after this one, but the top box wasn't drawn too much. It had 2 good frames, so I moved them down to this. We got 6 good frames that we're going to pull out of here, and you can see how they drew them. They were right next to some empty frames, so they drew into them. So I'm going to get these off of here, and I'll use my leaf blower to blow the rest of the bees out. And that's 6 frames. If I try to put these back together, I can only get 7 frames in here because they're pretty much touching. If I try to squish one more in here, it would ruin the honey, break the honey open, and then I'd have a real mess because the bees would be going crazy. And this bottom box is kind of lightweight, so I'm gonna see if I can get some of these fuller frames into here, because you can see as I get into this side here, they really haven't drawn these at all. And I do have some extra frames over there to put in here. So I'm going to get these bees shaken off into here, pull these frames here that aren't drawn. And oh, they're drawn on this side. Let me show you that. So drawing this a little bit. I'm going to put that out here. I just got a bee went down in my boot apparently. Nope, didn't. It's right on the edge of my boot. So I better give it a little smoke here. This is probably a day that I should have a full bee suit. I've never worn a full bee suit. I've always gone with the jacket and jeans. But as much as I'm sweating right here, the bees are starting to be able to sting through the jeans because it's right on my skin. And I had a bee get in my veil and sting me on the back of the neck, which was pretty uncomfortable for a good couple minutes. So I'm going to leave this one here. And bees are looking good otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames. This one's a partial drawn. So I'm going to get some other frames and put them in here, and then we're going to get to the swarm trap and get those bees. So stay tuned, and we'll get back to you. Okay, so we're over here at the swarm trap. I walked away from these bees for a good 5 minutes, and you can hear them. They're still after me. I think I'm going to put this in a 10 frame box. I put a 5 frame box here at the moment, but I think I'm going to do a 10 frame box because I do have some drawn comb with me, and hope that these bees will do well. You can see them up here. I'm just trying to keep the the attacking bees here from getting into them, because I did kind of create a feeding frenzy. So stay tuned. Okay, so got the box down. Let's do a little reveal here. Hopefully it's something good. Looks like it's a real small swarm. So maybe I will go with the 5-frame box. There's just some bees in here. Let's see what we got. If there's any brood. If there's no brood, looks like we might have had a mud wasp in here. Let's see what we got here. Get this out. It might just be robbing. I don't know what they're robbing. There's nothing in here. But let's see. Well, yep. They're just robbing bees. Well, yeah, there's no brood. No brood on here. Just a small amount of bees. Let's check the other box, other frame here. I might have just found some late food in here. I don't know. Maybe we had a swarm or we had something living in here. Yeah, these are... There's just some bees in here. That's all. They're not doing anything. Nope. So that's it. Thanks for watching Bee Loft by Lip Tech. We'll see you on the next video. Much appreciated.